so the deck is pretty well done. It's painted. I'm just waiting for a couple of idler pulleys and a drive belt, and then it'll be ready to go. Now it's time to see if this thing will run. So what we got is we've got the top air cleaner. We've got this piece, which is just the elbow. Carburetor goes here, and there's an intake manifold that's AWOL, missing. So went out to the pile of O tractors out back, and I found this Nicky carburetor with an intake manifold. So hopefully we'll be able to pop that right on there and have a run. But I think I'm gonna have to take that carburetor apart. It's been sitting forever. I'll take it apart and I'll clean it and see how that goes. Well, the original carburetor I have for this machine, the intake's still missing, but the original carburetor was a Walbro. This is a Nicky. They'll work, either one. Machines come with either. So we don't need that because we have one. Let's see what we got under there. Governor spring. Looks like you got some fuzz in there under that cover. So what I want to do is I'll take this top piece off so we can look in there and make sure that the fins on the engine are clear so the engine cools properly. A couple of 3/8 bolts in the front, 2 here, 1 back here, 1 on the other side. Gotta pop the dipstick out, and then that whole piece should lift right off. I'll get that done and then we'll have a look. Alright guys, so I got the ultrasonic cleaner warming up. Got our intake manifold mounted. I took the carburetor off and the elbow because I got to dunk the carb anyways. So I did find that there's a slight difference in these elbows. If you look at the one on the top, it's basically wide open. The one on the bottom's got a restriction in it. This tube has a restriction in it. This is the original one from the tractor. This is off the donor tractor. The donor tractor, the hose didn't have a restriction, but the elbow does. On this tractor here, it's the opposite. So when I go to bolt it together, I'm just going to put the original one on with the open center, and we'll use the hose that has a restrictor in it. That bolt fits right up there, nice. So this way we're going to assemble it. Other than that, I mean, I think everything looks okay so far. Oil's dirty, but there's oil in it. I'm not going to do anything with the coil gap because I cleaned up the magnet a little bit and I checked it. It looks fine. We're not going to do anything with it. I pulled the spark plug out. It's a Briggs & Stratton spark plug. Could be an old replacement, but doesn't look horrible bad. I'll buzz it down the wire wheel and put it back in there. I'm not going to put a new plug in there until we know this thing's running. A little bit of the fuzzies are gone, so it wasn't bad in there. It's nice and clean. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. We're still going to pull the valve cover off and we're going to check the valves. Check and set, make sure that they're okay. But I think we're going to come out ahead on this one. I think we'll be alright. Alright, so I'll get that carb taken apart and dunked and cleaned up. We'll see what happens. Let's do a quick valve set while that ultrasonic cleaner is running. Hopefully it's not drowning out our audio. That's our intake valve. Spec on that is 3 to 5 thou. Where are we at? There's 3, a little loose, 5, a little tight. So I like to set the intakes at the tight end of the spec. I didn't loosen the lock or anything. I'm just turning that adjuster nut to see if I can get it where I need it. Snugged up on 3. A little bit tighter. Microscopic movements of this wrench there. There's 3. Exhaust spec is 5 to 7. All I've done is I've turned the crankshaft with this plug out. I've turned the engine over till one valve was all the way open, and then you set the one that's loose. Now we're just going to turn it over so the intake valve goes down all the way. This one should be loose. It's the easiest way. You don't need to find top dead center, and on these it's got a bump on the cam, so it automatic decompression. You got a Briggs says you bring it to top dead center of the compression stroke and then turn the crank an additional amount until the piston goes down on the bore about a 1/4 inch. If you just do it this way, it's just as easy. So 5 is tight. No, 5 is good. 7. 7 is snug. We're at 6 now. We're in the middle. I'm not even going to touch it. Perfect. Gonna give this a little wipe down with brake clean. This one did not have a gasket. All I had was silicone in there. So give her a wipe down with brake clean. And I'm going to take the pan, the cover, and just run it on the wire wheel and get rid of all that silicone. And then we'll re-goop it and put it back on. Then our valves are set. Pretty straightforward. This one wasn't actually that bad. Sometimes they are quite bad. And it barely runs. Okay. Got another 10 minutes on that ultrasonic cleaner. And then we get that card back together and put on. Okay, so I jumped ahead. You guys don't need to see me put every nut and bolt in this thing, so I flushed out the gas tank, put all the top covers back on, the engine, blew out the air filter. It's still good, it was just a little dusty, I blew it out. Got the carburetor back together and put on. Installed the very important fuel shutoff valve, new fuel filter, ran everything together. Oh, I was just about to start this thing, but I guess I better put a battery in it, eh? Can't think of everything. You guys gotta help. Alright, now it has a battery in it. This mower hasn't run since I've owned it. Didn't come with a battery. So I really don't know what's going to happen. We're going to roll the dice here. So I'll turn the fuel valve on. I put some fresh fuel in there. I'll turn the fuel valve on. I'll let the fuel filter fill up. And give her a crank and see what happens. Filter's still filling. Whoa. There we go. That's a thing of beauty right there. It runs, it drives. Huh, I think we lucked out on that one. A neat little tractor. I think it was going to be really good. It runs awesome. It runs really, really good. Alright, well, now I wait for parts. I'll just put the hood back on, hook the headlights up, and wait for deck parts. Belt and a couple idler pulleys and slide it under. This one's ready to go. Well, I should do an oil change actually. It's pretty black. So I'll let it run a little bit, warm it up, and then I'll dump that oil out and fill her up with fresh. And yeah, ready to go. It runs great.